feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm probably not. So we're just gonna get started. How's everybody doing today? I see you, Phaeton. I see you, Q15, aka Forbidden Testing 2. Y'all have too many nicknames for yourself. Honestly, it's getting pretty hard to keep track of. But honestly, the more regular you are, the easier it is for me to remember. So there you go. Maybe that's a good encouragement for y'all to be regulars in the stream so that I can remember you. You know what I mean? What's up, Geometry Man? All right, we have a big, famous, difficult map today by Stract. We're gonna be playing Facade. Somebody remind me to talk about Summer Mod Jam in like 20 minutes. When everyone's here and I'm stuck in Facade somewhere, maybe after we get through the first chamber in Facade, we can talk about Summer Mod Jam. I am very, very, very excited about that. So, a little bit of a preface. Didn't make it again. Live subs it is. Oh man. Well, hello. How are you? Good to see you. I was cleaning so much this morning. We're having some people over tonight, and then we're having some people over, a bunch of people over Sunday for Easter. Happy Easter, by the way, if you celebrate. And if not, I'm gonna be happy on Easter. So I hope you have a great Sunday. Something like that. Anyways, holy jump scare. What? Twitch is up. Yes, Twitch is up. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate that. I always need it. And honestly, sometimes just ask again midstream, because last time I for sure started it and then it didn't actually start, and I was really disappointed in myself and in Adam's multi-stream plugin for OBS, which I haven't updated in ages, by the way. So I was working on your mod and you just hear, hello there, Q15. All right, brew of the day. Oh, wait, I need to zoom in on my beautiful face. Actually, it's not. I need focus. Focus. We're looking at Brazil. I think it's Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais, is that how you say it? Really good. It's by Revel, which, funny enough, Revel is in Billings, Montana. You can see the address. I'm leaking the address of a publicly known company in Billings, Montana. But I got to know Revel before they were big because I have family in Montana and they are very, very into artisanal coffee. And so I have a cousin who was like, dude, you gotta get to know Revel. Like, they're amazing. And so they are amazing. And funny enough, I got them shipped to me from Bottomless. And I've really been enjoying it. It is excellent. I don't want to see my face that big, and neither do you. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Now, last time we tried to play Facade was before we had solved any 6 of 10s. And I think this is also a 6 of 10 difficulty. So we're going to see what happens. Let's just get into it. Let's get some game sounds going. And by game sounds, I mean no sound, apparently. So thanks for that. What's up, unknown file ERR? Finally? Finally, as in like...
It's come to my attention that over half of our test subjects have only recently awoken from extended relaxation and were unaware that we're testing in space. So, there it is. No conspiracy, no twist. We're in a test satellite orbiting the Earth. Commonly available information that absolutely anyone would have told you if you'd bothered to ask. Please stop forming groups of adventuring parties to uncover the big secret, because it's that we're in space.
Nice. I love that. I love that. Conspiracy theories that form without anybody making a simple Google search and then finding out after gathering hundreds of people together that it's actually just publicly available information and they can just disband and, you know, have lunch or whatever. Q15, you sent some maps. That's awesome. Chapter 5, Portal Forbidden Testing, Portal PFT? Portal Forbidden Tracks reference? It's felt like years since I've seen somebody play these. Yeah, what's up, Fluffy? Welcome in. James Bond Skyfall is like a 3-hour long film. You're not gonna make it for most of this stream, which is fine, because I'm gonna be stuck in Facade for like 7 more hours before I can solve it. The last 6 of 10 difficulty puzzle that I've done, forgot about the turret. It says it in the description. Watch out for the turret. No strawberry jam though, because this is Portal 2. Alright, now, we are in it. My performance is feeling snappy. Hang on. RTGI is enabled, so we are running ray tracing. How many frames am I getting right now? It's a lot. I disabled VBS Windows VBS, which is the virtualization-based security or something. And I got more performance. I also undervolted my CPU, which I meant to do when I reinstalled Windows like a year ago. Never got around to disabling VBS, so finally undervolted it. It should be stable, and it's running a lot cooler. It's idling in the low 30s again now. Oh, man. You buy a fancy big CPU cooler, and it doesn't even work because you're running a hot Intel chip. Crazy. This chamber is easy. The next chamber in this map is difficult. So let's go. I believe we need to go over there. Let's put you in the corner. That's great. I can get this here. Then I can get up to this button to get a cube. That's great. Let's get that cube. Now, there's some fancy stuff that we gotta do to get that. Maybe not, maybe not. Let's go here. Then, actually, let's go behind the wall. Nope, you didn't see nothing. He didn't see nothing. It's fine. This chamber, baby mode. The next chamber, boss battle. Oh, in Chapter 5, you're in space. That makes sense. I probably should have grabbed the cube and hidden behind it. But you get to make friends with... Oh! The companion cube. No! What is up with the frame on that? That's crazy.
Are you still there?
Okay. Now,
Resting.
let's think about this. How do we get this cube over there? Like this? Then how do we get the laser to shine into there? We need a portal surface to do that. I don't see anything. The trouble is, and I think maybe it's like this. No? Okay. Let me see what's over here. Just that. The trouble is, I think that we need to get this shining into there. We've done this first chamber before, by the way. Yeah, it goes back. But we need to get, essentially, we need to get over there on this lift so that we can have a portal there, and then get the cube spawned, and then onto the button. How do we do that, though? That's the question. We would need to point this cube. Maybe we point it there. Do we need to be on it first for that to work? Like, let me think about this. Let me think. Because we would need the cube to be there with us while we're across. So we just need to have the cube. We could still have two portals set up. Where does this end up? If I point it in here, if I do like this and this.
It burned.
Oh no! That is the last place I wanted that to go. That's fine. What about this way? It's the same. It's back at me. Alright, not ideal. You gonna play more Half-Life 2? Nice. This chamber, yeah, so I've played this first chamber before. Now I could send the cube through that, right? So we just need to get over there. Do we even need this laser? We do... Sort of? Yeah, we do, because we still need to get over there. Question is, how do we do that? How do we do that? And there's no way, I mean, there's no way to move this, I feel like. There's this. I don't know why this is here, to be honest. Why would that be there? We could respawn the cube. That doesn't really help. We could go over there. Then set this back up. But we need to be there to put a portal there. And have one there. Like this. Live subs just wanted me to download the French version. Ah, yeah, that's because façade is a French word. Meaning face. Is it face? Façade? It means like the surface. at least in English. The facade of something, I imagine it's from a similar root. We have some romance in English, but not much. As in Latin base. We also have Greek base. We also have words that people just made up out of nowhere. Because it's English, why not? Okay. First puzzle. How do we get this laser to shine there while we're on the lift? Let's look at it from on the lift. Let's see what we can see from here. We can see this surface. We can see this surface. Oh, what does this do? Was there another cube here this whole time? Was that there the whole time? Okay. That's not good. It's probably fine. That's not good. I can actually believe that... What is this? I've forgotten everything past this point right here. I'm gonna take this with me because it's my companion cube. Just in case. Stay here, dear friend. What is over here? Nothing. Alright. This is fine. Oh yeah, there's the whole back way. I had completely forgotten about this. Is this like iterations of the chamber? It's interesting. What if this was the how-to of how to solve this? Like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Do not keep security material online. Don't do it. Just a bad idea. Not enough paint. Okay. Now, are we looking for something in here? Is it like an Easter egg? Wow, robots don't sleep and they can test and do your job. True. Some robots can. Alright, you're gonna work on your new mod to keep audio on. Sounds good. Employee of the Moment presented to Mevius on May 8th, 2012 for his or her professional excellence in the field of test chamber construction. That looks like a custom texture. Is that a custom texture? I don't think I've seen that in the base game, and I feel like Mevius is actually a mapper. Okay. Mobility gels. Good, good. Makes puzzles seem fun. That's a life hack, really. What is this Google Translate icon doing? I keep seeing it pop up everywhere. Probably gonna need that. Is this a good old-fashioned game of where to find the portal? It fizzled me! Rude. I wonder if I can put it back up there. Can I see through there? No. So rude. Okay, we've entered the difficult part of the chamber. There's invisible walls preventing me from jumping to that walkway. Also, so rude. Now, I'm saving because this is the start of FUSSAWD. Now, we gotta talk about something else first. Let's talk about Summer Mod Jam for a second because this is gonna be so exciting. Let me get some music pumped back up. Summer Mod Jam, the reason I am very excited about it, before we talk about what it is, I have been invited to be an official judge. There I am, profile picture and all. And yeah, it's good stuff. First time judging an official contest. I have been informed that this is specifically a community contest. Ashley Anna has been just doing tons of work to get this thing up and running, but it's a long running mod. From May to August. There's tons of people who have already applied. Teams of 4 to 5 will work together to create a mod in the span of 4 months. So, big deal. The winner gets a Steam page. for free. I mean, the Steam page isn't free, but it's free to whoever wins. So really cool moment to make something with a team of people, get to know some new faces. Yeah, and then also get your stuff up on Steam. It's for intermediate and above modders and mappers, and man, I'm really excited about it. So you can read more about it online. You can go to Portal 1 or 2. I believe it's Portal 1 or 2 or Portal Community Edition. There's more information about it on the Portal Mapping and Modding Discord. And in fact, I posted a message in my announcements channel in my Discord server that was forwarded this. But yeah, brought to you by Ashleana Rivers. There's a few different communities involved in announcing this and running it. And yeah, Ashleana has been super excited about it. I'm super excited about it. I get to judge. There's a whole bunch of judges that are anywhere from really awesome creators, map makers, content creators. There's people that have played Portal who have made Portal. There's people that have only played Portal once and aren't even part of the Portal community. Super awesome. So hey, fun fact, we're playing Stract's map today. So yeah, really awesome. Really excited about it. That being said, let's get back into FUSSAWD. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I don't know that I'll have all the answers, but I have access to a lot of information. So can you be a judge? You could ask Ashleana, but I imagine no, because the judges have been selected, and it's all closed up. If you want to be a judge in a future competition, get involved in the Portal mapping and modding community. Get involved in the Portal, not necessarily mapping and modding community, but be involved in making maps and mods or playing them, or do content creation or work for Valve or some, I don't know. Do something that makes people want to watch you judge a mod, and then you'll probably get invited as a judge. That's all I'm saying. All right, you like playing maps, a judging. Maps a judging. All right, let's get my music silenced. Let's jump back into this. First things first, I want to see what everything does. And so I'm gonna walk around and look. There's a lift here that is powered by that. What is it powered by, actually? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, maybe both this wall, or maybe that's pointed to this laser. It's hard to tell from here, but this button activates this lift and also probably moves that wall. Then this button activates this laser. This laser turns this tractor beam to a pull instead of a push. It also puts a fizzle field on that opening. And it also, I don't want to fall in a hole while I'm looking at the map, drops the fizzle field across that opening. Now this red one, I need to see what it does. I need to see if it kills me. Yes. Red one kills you. It kills you, and I can't fire portals through it. I need to test to see if it'll also fizzle a cube. I imagine it will. I think this is a regular fizzle field, but it will kill the player as well. This is just a walkway. It doesn't appear that there's any way to turn off this fizzle field. So this is a way to reset my portals and leave this room. This laser receptacle turns off the death fizzler. There's a lot going on. Let me spoil the solution in a 10-minute stream. No, don't spoil the solution. I don't want any hints. It kills you even in no clip. Yeah, true. I don't want any hints, please. This button does something to this? I don't know what it would do to that, and also turns on this laser. You know what? I bet that flips upwards so that the laser can point into it. And that's this button here. Okay, now let's look for what we have. There's a cube dropper over there with a companion cube that is activated by, I believe, we'll see that later, but this gets us a light bridge, which is excellent. This button gets us a cube. I don't think I actually need that right now. There's something here. This lift is activated by presumably... Actually, I can go look at that. Presumably that lift is activated by this button. Yes, and this button puts a fizzle field over this exit as well. So that's good. If I fizzle this, will it respawn? No, I have to manually push the button to respawn this, which is fine. Okay, hint, find a way to get to the exit by using your brain. Oh yes, the exit, by the way, is just right there. I think. It looks like the exit is right there. So presumably, a way to get to the exit is to have a tractor beam somehow there, so that it pushes me. A tractor beam there, me standing here, then get pushed to the exit. Presumably. I'm not entirely sure about that. Let's get this companion cube. Let's see if this respawns. It does not respawn with this active. Let's see if it respawns with this inactive. It does not respawn. Neither of these cubes respawn. Okay. If I do this again, though, it fizzles that cube and respawns. So we can only respawn this cube manually by having this cube with us. Alternatively, we could respawn it by putting this cube here. I don't know how that would help us. It's an option, though. Think about it. I'm just trying to get all my bearings before trying to do anything. Okay. Then if we go into here, there's stairs. Are these stairs always up? There's nothing that would indicate that these stairs go back down, ever. So, I think these stairs are always up. This puts a lift all the way up. Is that all the way up to the top? Like, if we put a cube on that, could we get it all the way up to the top? Question is also, which cube? Question for Summer Mod Jam. As a judge, what will you care for the most? Looks, gameplay, or something else? You know, I haven't fully considered that yet. I did consider the fact that somebody may ask about it. And I'm fine talking about it because these streams are public, right? Like, I'm not going to be in the DMs. Like, I'm not going to workshop somebody's mod concept in my stream because that's not fair. You can't work with the judge to make a mod that the judge likes. There's also so many judges that I don't even think that would be a good thing. I think you should put out something that you're proud of, and then see how it stacks up in the rankings. But that being said, let's put this companion cube up here. Just see what happens. Yeah. I kind of do things mostly on vibes. I have a feeling, because I tend to have a positive outlook on things. So I tend to like a mod unless there's something wrong with it, right? Like, if you have an invisible wall preventing me from doing something that I should very well be able to do in the game engine of Portal, I'm not going to appreciate that. And that's just normal. Okay, this should get this guy up there. Now, that takes time. In fact, that takes enough time that I might be able to do something while that is happening here. It can't be a light bridge, though. I can walk back from this side if I fizzle both of my portals to do it. I can also now drop this no problem, which takes this fizzle field down and allows me a way to get back with my portals. Alright, we're thinking so far. What about trying to jump on rail catwalks to go somewhere you're not supposed to be going? And how much time do we have? How much time do you have for Summer Mod Jam? the schedule is posted on the website, but I think there is a few once the thing opens up, once applications are closed, then there will be a team selection. So there are a number of team leaders. You can apply as a team leader, I believe, in the application. And they will select other team members from the pool of applicants. And that'll form teams. And then I think you'll have from probably May through August. May, June, July, August. 4 months to develop your mod. It has to be a complete finished product, by the way, where you essentially put up a zip file at the deadline with instructions on how to open it up in either Portal 2 or Portal 1 or Portal 2 Community Edition. Portal Community Edition? I should know that. Which, coincidentally, is going into open beta soon. Can you apply as voice actor? I think you're allowed to source voice actors from outside of your team. I'm fairly confident. Double check me on the rules there. I should have memorized the rules before this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can source voice actors outside of your team. So if you would like to voice act, you might make it known to people who have signed up as part of the mod process that you're available to do that, and then maybe a team would select you as a voice actor to work with. Yeah, good question though. Can I have 0 mapping experience to go on a team? So as I said, this is for intermediate mappers and above. I imagine you would want at least some mapping experience to sign up for this one. You can maybe talk to the team leaders and see if any of them would be willing to pick you up, knowing that you have 0 experience. I don't think many of them would be willing to pick you up with 0 experience. Oh, I meant to test if this would fizzle the cube. Let me do that real quick. It absolutely does fizzle the cube. Okay, good to know. Let me walk back then. You know how hammer works. I mean, that's a good start. I don't even know how hammer works. I am fairly sure you hold the handle bit and then put the head bit into a nail. But I'm not entirely sure about that one. All right, let's get this cube back. I was like, I can get up there, probably, with a cube jump. I wonder if I could stack 2 cubes diagonally on top of each other and jump out of the exit, you think? Because, like, if we get this one to go, like, how do we do it before? You know what I mean? What we did in War's untested map. Anyways, whatever, it's fine. So you're saying I could sign up for it despite barely knowing how to make a good puzzle and only knowing how to make a good looking chamber? Absolutely. Yeah, you could absolutely sign up for it if you have experience as a puzzle designer. Maybe not a puzzle designer. What would that be? Like a map designer? I'm sure you would get picked up by a team where they know that their weakness is the beauty of the map. Yeah. Where do you sign up? So the official post was in Portal Mapping and Modding Community by Ashley Anna Rivers. So I believe, let me see, because maybe signups are available on the website. I closed the website. Silly me. 1 second. Here, we'll get some music going again. Summer Mod Jam, apply. Here, I'll post the link because I can post the link. It's my own chat. Yeah, so here's the application page. Boom, look at that. Discord, Steam, mods and projects. So this would be where they can check your experience. By the way, this has to be a mod specifically created from the open date of development to the close date. You can't have already been working on something. But here's the roles that you think you could do. Environment designer, which would probably be unknown file what you're looking at. Blockout designer, puzzle designer, management organization, modder programmer, modeler, composer, texture artist, sound engineer. Love that sound engineer is on there, by the way. My face looks so green with this web page open. Like, that's so green. Anyways, you can pick this again. This will go to the team leads as they're selecting their things. Oh, the Google Translation link. I thought that was a thing that people were typing into chat. It's not. It just shows up when it thinks it's a weird language. Do you have to have hammer maps released? Again, you don't have to have anything released, but it's a 4-month-long commitment. You'll be working with a group. You'll provide skills to the team. You require technical experience with modding tools and workflows. You do, in fact, have intermediate or above experience in the role that you're applying to, specifically within the source engine environment. That's important. And then, would you be interested in becoming a team lead? This doesn't guarantee that you will be a team lead, but if you're interested in becoming a team lead and there is a slot available given the number of applicants, then you'll be selected, which would be cool. Then you get to pick the people that you're working with. Yeah, you know how to make a puzzle, but no ant lines. I would imagine that an intermediate or above experience is referring to people who can get all of the basics done. And then probably these roles are something that are more specialized, right? Like you've seen from, I mean, we've talked about a lot of maps on the stream. Some people are really good at, get me out of the web page, please. Thank you very much. All right, we're back. Some people are really good at making logic puzzles. Some people are really good at decorating chambers. Ant lines are quite important. Yes, if you don't have clear signage, that's... So going back to how I plan to judge, right? I'm going to kind of start everyone off at a 10 of 10. And then bonus points if you get the vibe right. And that can be, it's not just overgrown that I like, right? Like if you do something wild and out there, like if you do something clinical, like a hospital or whatever, and the vibe feels like you're in some kind of weird sterile environment, like pass the vibe check. Bonus points for vibes. And then dings for anything that I feel like is unprofessional. I don't even want to say it that way because this is all like, you do it for the love of the game. Quite literally, the love of the game is why people do this. And so I don't expect that all maps and mods are going to be professional. But for example, if you have something broken in the logic, or if I get soft locked, or if there are textures that don't show up, like that all to me feels unprofessional. You lose points for that. Every modder has every judge has a different way of judging. So, you know, I would again reiterate, don't try to pander to a judge because scores are going to be calculated by all the judges. So do something that you love, do something that your team is excited to put out there in the world, something that if you do win, you would be really happy to put up on Steam for the winning prize. And yeah, then just see what happens. Since antlines are used with overlays and you don't know anything about it. Yeah. You can apply and believe you can make good maps, but I'm way too stressed to work on something for 4 months. Well, again, you could apply and then work that out with your team. It doesn't mean that you specifically have to be working for all 4 months, right? Like if you're the type to do something like puzzle design, right? And you get the logic down, you make a really good puzzle, you tweak it with people, maybe it doesn't take the full 4 months. And then you give the project files over to the rest of your team so that they can decorate, they can design, they can do storyline stuff, they can do all kinds of things. You know what I mean? You're smart, you have all the maps and games in your personal Steam account, but on the Q15 one, I can't remember the passwords, so you don't know what to do. That's crazy. So what I understand now, team leaders will choose their voice actors. No need to officially apply. I believe so. I can look back in the Steam messages that I have, or the Discord messages that I have about Summer Mod Jam. I'm fairly certain. Let me just open it up in the rules. We'll just look at it again. Why not? We're in this thing. Okay, let me go to the rules. Info, rule set. Here you go. No reduxes, contribute to the team. Again, that like saying you don't want to work on something for 4 months. As long as you're contributing, it doesn't mean that you're working the entire 4 months. No external dependencies. PG-13, please. Ashley Anna may or may not have put that in there because I'm a family-friendly channel, which was super kind. No cross-teaming, no extensions, be nice. Hiring externally. Voice actors, writers, and playtesters can be found outside of your team. No other developer types or skill sets. All other work must be done internally within the constraints of the team members. So yes, as a voice actor, you can put yourself out there and say like, hey, I've been voice acting for some stuff. I've been working with Q15 for Forbidden Testing Tracks remake. What's up, Conclan? And you could say like, I would love to voice act. If you want me on your mod, just hit me up. So that would be cool. How did you get your game to have those RTX features? That's a great question. I haven't been asked that question in a long time because nobody new finds this channel and it's all a bunch of regulars that just love Portal and hanging out together. So let me answer you real quick. I'm using Reshade and Marty McFly has made RTGI, which is Ray Trace Global Illumination. Technically it's not RTX. I know I use the RTX tag. It is ray tracing though, and so I have a couple of like it's screen space. I have screen space reflections, which just adds a lot, and then I have ray trace global illumination on in Reshade. So there you go. You'll update your portfolio on Portal Mapping and Modding Discord accordingly. Very nice. Yeah. So I think it adds a lot. Like even you can see like the glow here. I used to do more stuff, but MXAO I think adds some depth to the corners. I might have it on too strong, but I just here, this is without anything. Very vanilla Portal 2, which again looks very good. What's up, Vogel? Welcome in. And then this is with MXAO, adding some definition to the corners of things. Screen space reflections, adding some really nice textures and lighting effects, and then global illumination happening there. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It, I think, makes the game look nice without completely overhauling everything. So I did get a custom Portal gun. Pie Creeper helped me out with that. It's got my logo. I've got 2 cats. I used to have a cat cam right here, right below me. I used to have a mobile camera that I would point at my cats when I was streaming, and so you guys could hang out with the kitties as well. I don't have that anymore, so I missed your message. They forgot to download a texture. If there's a missing texture, what it wasn't for you, then it's the guy's fault who is playing since they forgot a mod textures. If there's a missing texture, then you didn't package them properly. So you can't expect that people have Portal Revolution downloaded. You can't, well, I mean, we could look at them. You could look at the rules to see which base games you could develop in. When Portal 2 Community Edition comes out, Reshade will be useless. I hope so. Man, it would be great to have RTX by default in Portal 2 Community Edition. Anyways, I'm stoked that my performance went up by so much after installing, after removing VBS and undervolting my CPU again. Which leads me to believe that even with this crazy like 300 watt TDP, Noctua, massive double stacked multiple heat pipe air cooler. Oh, I don't have the Noctua one on this one. I have the Noctua one on my server. This is it's a Be Quiet one, and it's still got a massively high watt TDP. It was still thermal throttling. I have an i9 10850K. And it just runs hot. It is so power hungry. I undervolted it to 0.11 millivolts, I think. Yeah, anyways. Since in Portal 2 Community Edition you have custom textures that are on Workshop, and you have to download them for the textures to work like everything. Again, I think you need to have everything, make sure that everything is runnable. If I were to download Portal 2 Community Edition and then play your mod directly after doing that, it has to have everything included in it. I don't have to go anywhere else. You can't include instructions to download other stuff. Like, you have to put out a finished product by the deadline. So I would feel so bad if that were not the case. You know what I mean? I would feel so bad, but that's okay. All right, where were we? I think now, that's not so high that I would feel like throwing a cube is against the rules. It's just not that high. I also wonder, can I slide this under? Yes, but it's glass, so I don't think I'll be able to get it all the way under. Interesting. Good to know. Then we can't use custom textures for Portal 2 Community Edition since most are behind Workshop. That you need to download for textures to work, else they won't work either way, it'll be missing textures. Sure. If that's the case and you want to use custom textures, package them up in a Workshop map and do it for Portal 2 on the Workshop. Or do a Portal 1 mod and package your custom textures with the mod. Alright, let's see what this does. Now that... all that does is block the laser so that it doesn't go through. Oh man, I hate that that's a thing. Okay. This, actually, we could do this. Now we can get a cube down there. Again, I'm not sure how much of this, like, if I just, like, yeeted the cube, you know what I mean? How much can I throw? Now, we can get this in here without throwing it. So we could have thrown it. We didn't need to throw it. Now we have the cube here. I could drop this here. That puts the laser up. But now if I want to respawn that cube, I have to have another cube to go respawn it. So maybe I'll restart and get the other cube put there instead. Yeah. What's the predicted difficulty of FUSSAWD? I think FUSSAWD is a 6 of 10. Yeah. What is Associate Professor? Portal 2 doesn't have Associate Professor? Is that like Google Auto Translate? Is that what's happening here? Oh, I need to switch to live chat instead of top chat. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, let's get this up there. Can you think I can throw it that high? That's pretty high. No, I don't think I can throw it that high. Alright, I don't even need to throw it that high. You know, this is fine. Where do we put this to make that go? It was in this room. It has dependency support, so it will ask you to subscribe to any dependencies before subscribing to any map or mod. There you go. That's probably allowed. I mean, if you're making it in Community Edition, I imagine that you could just do that, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All right, this now is the proper way. So now we need to take this cube with us all the way through, which I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna save us some time and do the cube throw instead of using my portals to go all the way down that way. So, okay, sure, right. Now I can't throw. Why can't I throw? That was weird. Okay. Now if we drop... Which one do we drop now? Let's think about this. That's on that button, and that does this lift and this wall. So then I would want this laser on. Then, if I respawn this cube, that laser's on, that turns to a pull. Which is interesting. I do have a Discord. Here, let me hit you with the Discord command. There it is. Boom. JKL semicolon bot forwarded its own message from YouTube over to Twitch. I gotta fix that. It's fine. Okay, now that's on a pull. Why would we want that to be a pull? The only reason that should be a pull is to have a cube in there so that if we turn it to a push, it'll then push the button. Like if we have this on a pull, and let's say a cube is in there, then I could stand here. Is there any way that I could turn it to a push from here? I could respawn the cube that is on that button, which would mean I need this cube in there, not that cube. Alright. I don't know if I want to throw this one, actually. Oh, that one did better than the other one. So if I go like this... Let's get out here. Now oh. Well, let's still get out here. That gives us an angled laser. Angled upwards. Why would we need a laser angled upwards? Ah, to get that. But the only way to get... So that has to... Whew. Okay, this is fine. So if we have a cube there, and we have a portal there, then if we get a portal there, it'll shine a laser up with only a single cube, which I imagine we could set up somehow. That might be the difficulty. That would drop this fizzle field, which would allow us to walk through here, then move a portal. What can we see from up here? We could see that from up. If we're standing right here, we could see this, so we could put a portal there. But that still doesn't get us a tractor beam. Is there another spot where there's a tractor beam that's just not on at the moment? Oh no, we would need the light bridge to be up there, which I'm thinking this through right now. So we need the light bridge, which means we need a cube here. We also... A night sky game is called Sky Day 0109. Whoa. You bought yourself the Korg gadget for the Switch, so now you can produce music on the go. That's cool. You really just like that everything PBR has become baseline for Portal 2 Community Edition mappers. I just don't like the style. What's Portal BR? Or what's... I imagine it's Portal something. PBR? Oh. PBS? Lightbridge? Did I say something? You corrected on that. I said... Oh, Lightbridge. Lightbridge. Alright. You followed the guide. You didn't solve anything for the map. That's fun. That's fun. I don't anticipate we're going to finish this today, by the way. So, we're just going to be here tinkering around with it for a while. You know, gotta say, we've added a lot of aftermarket lighting stuff, but they really got the reflections and stuff down. It's so simple, the ripples and everything, but it just looks so nice. Look at that. It's wonderful. Oh, physically based rendering. It's an approach for materials and rendering that creates more accurate and predictable results than vanilla rendering techniques and works very well with dynamic light. Is that what they did in Revolution? Because I really liked the light in Revolution. Lighting conditions like time of day. That makes sense. That's it's essentially textures with depth maps, right? What's the name? This is FUSSAWD. Yeah, it's FUSSAWD. FACADE. But the C has the little squiggle underneath. That I forgot what it's called. I took French in high school. I should know. Okay, so what was I piecing together with this? If we have a cube up there, We can only get a cube up there by not having the laser shine through there. So it's a bit interesting. See that C? Yeah. Man. So we have to have a cube here. We have to have a... Well, I mean, I could go down here and put this over there. Let's do that for a second. Now we need to put purple over there. Ah, but here is the difficult part. Here's where we have to do a ton of stuff all together. Because we need to have the laser going to there, currently. And to do that, we need to have a cube on that button. Which, maybe we could do that. Let's think. Does it try to trick you by making the thumbnail look like a level editor level? Yeah, it does. I think the level editor level for the thumbnail might be the first chamber. Oh, Revolutions on Community Edition? That's nice. You said you'll do system failure first? Did I say I would do system failure? I don't remember saying I would do anything aside from what I've already done so far. I give a thumbs up once I see a message and download the appropriate file. Yeah. Yeah, I need to check out system failure. So, I wanted to play Facade this time though. We were doing hard maps last time. Someone mentioned Facade, so I wanted to take another stab at it, if you will. Let's get this. We don't need it here yet. You said you would start with it? Well, I completely forgot about that, and it's too late now. That's okay. Alright, let's get this. Let's get this over on this side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, this is what I get. Alright. Okay. I don't know which one I'm gonna need to respawn. Go into the goo water you must, Mr. Turret. Love that. Okay. Let's bring these down. Sounds like a gas leak in there. You know what I mean? Okay. Through now. Go up here. We put one. We need this laser, which means we need this here. Once we put that laser, we get locked out of that room, which is interesting. If we put this cube there, we could respawn it. And that cube raises that up to get this to block that door. So maybe we need the companion cube on the laser. And we need this cube on that to have the door blocking. So that we could respawn this cube to get the door unblocking, which will get the laser in there. Can we do that from inside of that room? I think we could get into that room and put a portal down on this surface, potentially. But at this point, there's too many things going on. So we would need to have this up there and have this down here. We don't need anything there yet. But then that turns that to a pull, and we need it to be a push to have this there. So we would need this to go on only after we get this back up there. Okay, this is okay. Let's do this. Let's get this out, put it right here, then we'll go across. And then we'll go stand on this button to get that up there. That'll block the laser. This is fine. Now we can go put this cube down on the button. Nice. Get the laser going. Now if we fizzle that cube, the laser will shine. Almost immediately. But we can only push it from here. So I don't know that this is the right approach either. What did I miss? System failure, community edition are not re-rendered. Oh, what's up, Jay Viper? I think it would be interesting if someone were able to make a portal mod that is hyperbolic space. That would be great. Squares with 5 corners and stuff. It would just be like a portal map on acid, right? That would be crazy. Or like 5th dimensional portal. There's already like a 5th dimensional chess, right? With time travel and multiverse theory involved on Steam. There was already thinking with Time Machine and Portal Reloaded that I experimented with having different timelines, but it was linear. It was you have a past and a present, and you have a portal device that allows you to fire a portal between the 2 times, which is really cool. Also very difficult if you were to be able to jump between multiverse branches with a past, present, and future. You could get some crazy complex tests, but I can't even imagine playtesting that. Like, your target audience for people that like ongoing portal modding and people that have the brain to be able to compute multiverse traversal portals, that's got to be like 4 people. And if you want to playtest it well, you would have to involve them in playtesting. Then they've already played it. You know what bothers me about House Flipper being free on Steam? I bought House Flipper like 2 weeks ago, and now it's free. Crazy. There's 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Like that, it'd be crazy. Portal 2 Community Edition should be an open beta very soon. I think April or May. So I think holonomy would make hyperbolic space very tricky. Yeah, that's the thing with discounts. I mean, I got it on sale and I had some Steam credit anyways, so it was fine. I'm not hurting for the couple of bucks that I spent on it. It's just like, I wish I got it for free. That's just such a relaxing game. Crime Scene Cleaner so far is my favorite relaxing game, and I wish there was more content for it. They're still developing content for it. They just released like 5 new maps for free. It wasn't even a DLC. They're just like, hey, thank you for owning the game. Here's chapter 2 of the story for free. It was great. Anyways, it's a bit dark because you're cleaning up after crime scenes, but it felt like a very polished version of Viscera Cleanup Detail, and I'm a big fan of Viscera Cleanup Detail. So yeah, Crime Scene Cleaner is probably my favorite relaxing game. I should stream it sometime. Not on my YouTube channel, just on Discord. Just like take a day off, play some Crime Scene Cleaner, stream it to the Discord. That would be a bop, dude. Hang out in voice chat. I've already beaten it though, so, you know, I kind of already cleaned all of the things multiple times. I actually got 100% in that game. I don't usually get 100%. Okay, so if we respawn this cube, the wall will drop. That'll drop, but this will come up. So there are no gaps there through which we could fire a portal. And you know what, I've already tried before. There's no gaps on this side either where we could fire a portal. So is there a way for us to get in there? Nothing is dependent on our portals right now. We can just walk over there. Is there any way to get that to swap? Either turn it to a pull, which would require us to do that, or respawn that cube from here with something on that button. The premise is that there's something on that button. We are in this room. That doesn't help. So far, I'm not seeing anything that helps. We could potentially... No, so let's just drop that. Let's drop that for a second. Respawn this. That gets the laser. We now have this cube. We could throw this cube into there. Well, we could walk down with it and put it in there. Would we need it in there for some reason? Like that's a thing. Well, now that's just in there. We could put a portal there, briefly. Now... You can't stand up and jump. You can't crouch jump. You can crouch jump. Wait. Crouch, jump. You can start crouching as you jump. This is just trying to break the whole map. Yeah, this map kind of just got started. I'm trying to break it. It's a hard map. My brain's not smart enough for this. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Okay, that is not the way to do it. How do we get in there? How do we get in there? This is a pull. We could get a cube back up there. Let me go this way for a sec. Oh, that's a frustratingly close angle. We could manipulate the cube from in here. We could... What's up, Big C? How long will I stream today? Honestly, not long. I've had a headache all morning, and I took some drugs to alleviate it, and it hasn't gone away. So I think I'm dehydrated, and I've been drinking water, but you can only drink so much at once, you know what I mean? There's this crazy channel, Optozorax, that goes through crazy theoretical portal physics. That's neat. That is neat. I like thinking through. I'm not a big physics guy. I don't know a lot of physics. The most I've done was like high school AP level physics, which is like college physics 101. Oh, thanks. Yeah, me too. I hope my headache goes away too. It's not that bad of a headache. It's just like making me feel bad, you know? And then I took some drugs, so now my stomach's not super happy. So the rest of my body's not super happy that I took Advil and Tylenol. What does being up here help us to do? If we were to get on this lift, if we were to swap these cubes around, we could... Well, could we get up there? Could we get a cube up in there as a pull? I don't think so. I don't think we could just do that from the start. When you think about House Flipper and that you like relaxing games, you should play Unpacking. It's really neat and calm and relaxing. I saw Dano play it. It was pretty calm. Unpacking. Let me think. To have that out, we need to have something on this button. To get something on the button, we would need to fizzle the cube from the laser while a cube is up there. Can we get a cube up there while that cube is already on the laser, thus making it a pull? We might need... We can't double stack the cubes and then respawn it, because we'd have to be next to this button to do that. Can we do something with the light bridge that I hadn't considered yet? We can walk... We could shine a light bridge vertically here. But that won't stop a laser. At least I don't think a light bridge will stop a laser. That might be worth trying. Let me try that. I don't think I've ever tried to shine a laser through a light bridge. Yeah, that doesn't do squat. However, this would allow us to trap the cube in the tractor beam at a certain point, which would shorten or lengthen the timer that we get by allowing a cube to travel through the tractor beam. Like if it was on a pole and we stopped it here, then once we get off this light beam, what would go that way? But if we changed it to a push, which I don't think we could do from here, that might be part of the solution. That would be genius. What if we need both cubes to be up there? We could do it. What if we need to put one cube up there, get it stuck behind a light beam? We could have another cube on here. We could have this cube on here while we have the companion cube up there, so that it would stop before doing that. Then we can respawn that cube, which would push this all the way over. Boom. That would raise that lift up, which would allow us to get in this room with both of our portals still there and there. That feels like enough logic pieced together that that's probably part of the solution. So let me do that. What was I saying? Companion cube needs to be up there, and then regular cube has to be there. So let's go respawn the companion cube. We're effectively resetting the whole puzzle when we do this, by the way. Okay, this cube needs to go there. Oh. We could also have the companion cube respawn itself by putting it here and then moving the other cube. We could put the companion cube on that, have this cube hovering here, Then when we remove the companion cube, it would respawn. But I don't... let's focus on one thing at a time. We need this to go on this bridge. Then we need to push that up into the portal. But we need to first set ourselves up here, which we can't do. I need to fizzle. Okay. That's fine. We need to go up, down, around. This is good. Then we do this. Then we can walk across this beam. And we can have the companion cube up there. This chamber looks larger than it probably is. It's fairly large, but it's also pretty tight together. I haven't been doing a lot of walking around in it, which is nice. Okay, now what? We talked through some things potentially. If I respawn this cube, the light bridge will drop. Let me save right here, because we're like in the middle of something. Do I have enough time to catch this cube before that goes up? No, I can't catch that cube before it goes up. So let me go back. It's a perfect match for fans of relaxing, cozy games. It's a Zen puzzle game about the familiar experience of pulling objects out of boxes and putting them into a new home. You had to remove a ton of stuff to fit that within the character limit. Nice. The channel Xeno Rogue has non-Euclidean space videos that might break your brain. The most brain-breaking thing that I understood was like the 9 levels of infinity from Numberphile, and the 9th dimensional theory or 10th dimensional theory from Numberphile, which were both excellent. I like how Numberphile takes somewhat complex mathematical concepts and simplifies them enough to do a YouTube video. That timing is perfect for this, which means that is exactly what I was meant to do. Question is now, do I leave that there or do I move it to there because I can see it? I think we have to leave it there. That links this chamber with that side. And I have a feeling what I need to do is... I might need to link it there, but then that doesn't really give me anything. I feel like I need to move purple here, which allows me to get over to that side. And back into here, but this doesn't really help me. I might need to move. It might be a really unintuitive move for this portal. Because actually I haven't been able to link. I'll show you when I'm up there. So far, let's assume I can't throw cubes through. I would have to use my portals to do... Oh, I messed up already. Hang on. Forgive me for this no click, but I want to undo that jump. My brain thinks I have not yet been able to link that side of the pit with this chamber before, but I think I haven't been able to link this portal surface with this top chamber before, because in order to get through, I have to go downwards through that purple one. So if I put teal here, I jump through, and I put purple here. This is a new bridge that I haven't done before. Also, I'm bendy, so that's interesting. Now the only thing that I think that's for would be to get this cube through. But is there something I need to set up first? We could now set up the light bridge. Like this. Now we can walk through. Now we have a link set up between these two rooms with the light bridge. Exit condition is light bridge there. Walk to the exit, which is up here. Door's already open. This is interesting. If we could respawn the pink cube from in here. Now, we couldn't have swapped these cubes to do that. We could not have done it because we needed to respawn this one. So we have this cube with us. Cube throws are not an option. We can bring it through with us into here. I can put it on either of these now. Because I can okay. I can crouch, then carry it through the grate. Apologize for the no clip. Right? This is the kind of grate that I can carry it through? I can't. This is a different kind of grate. This is just a wall that I can see through. Okay, I was under the impression I had to choose there, but I don't. The only thing I could put it on is here, which activates the laser. Now, the only thing different from this state that we were able to get into before and now is that I have purple here, so I can walk out and keep my portals up. I could also now generate this. Oh, they explicitly block it? Yeah. You had to deal with throwing up whatever entered your stomach. And your throat still hurts. Was losing your voice, also frequent coughing. What happened? Did I miss a message between you talking about unpacking the game and you being super sick? I'm sorry that you were so sick. Yeah, that is rough. Man. Haven't really been having a good spring break. Shutter speed and stuff is in bio. Nice. Apparently your sister has 33 hours of House Flipper on Steam. That's funny. Okay, I've lost my train of thought. Let me go back. Portal 2 playtime for me is still not high. I have 210 and a half hours. Okay, this is where we were at here. Do this. Do this. Do this. Jump through. Do this. Now. We can do this. The thing is, though, what I'm thinking is if we have the light bridge set up with this on it, can we get to that side with this cube without removing my portals? You have 468.4 Steam hours on Gmod. That's crazy. I'll give you 1,000 euros if I beat it today without hints. I mean, I usually say don't donate because I don't need the money. But 1,000 euros? Maybe I'll just stream for 8 hours. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Although I would buy a new graphics card with 1,000 euros. and then have a lot less issues playing Portal with RTX. Although I disabled VBS and undervolted my CPU, and now I'm having no issues with the graphics. I know it seems a little stuttery, but it's probably we're probably hitting 50 frames right now, which is real nice. If I turn off ray tracing, that's probably like 90 frames. So that's not bad. I don't mind that. That's good. You have 39 minutes since it will be the next day in 39 minutes. Au contraire. Yeah, I guess. If you're going off of like UTC time. Whoa. You've got nearly 2,500 hours in Portal 2. That's 1,000 days. Wait, 24. That's 100 days. Okay, okay. Right, I got distracted. We set this up. The question is, do I want the portal there or there? This cube has respawned here. So I think if I put the portal there, it doesn't help me at all. But you know what? Let me just go back and make sure that I can't do anything from that side. And if that's the case, let me see, make sure that I can't do anything from over there and here, because this is a new state. I can stand on this button. That doesn't do anything for me currently. Why did you zoom? That was super weird. Get up here. I can walk back and fizzle my portals, which removes the whole state check that we just got. And I can't do anything here because I don't have that cube with me. Okay. That's not what we're supposed to do currently. It's 11:23 p.m. for you? Man, I would be in bed already. What are you doing watching me? Although I'm old now. I go to bed as early as possible. I'll probably be up late tonight. Okay, right. We're fizzling this cube. And then, oh, weird timing. I'm so glad I jumped. Okay. Then we put it there. And here. Now, what do? We can take this and drop it in here. Like this. Go back out. Does that do anything? That just turns on the laser and puts the lift back up. We could respawn it again. Do we need to respawn it again? That would take the laser down. I don't think we need to respawn it again. What would that do for us? Because we were just out here. We could maybe... Oh, Easter. Yeah, we're having a bunch of family and friends over for Easter. So, we're gonna go to church. I'm on the church live stream staff on Sunday, so I'll be live streaming. Not Portal. I'll be helping my church to live stream its service on its channel. And then yeah, after church we're gonna be getting the house ready, hanging out with some fam, and then we're gonna have dinner with a bunch of people over and celebrate. That'll be nice. What about you guys? Any Easter plans coming up? Okay, we got these now. I can do this. Then I could do this. Then I could go in here. I'm thinking what could be nice is if we were to put a portal there. If we were to put a cube here, then when I walk off of that button, the only thing is that I don't know how to get the pink one respawned from here, you know? It's nice to have the flexibility of being able to go up here I could potentially cube swap them if I do this up. But then I can't respawn the... Oh, it's tricky because I can't respawn the pink cube. And I couldn't have gotten this linked up here with our current setup. And I feel like if I move this portal over, say here, now I'm back to the original state that I could have been in at any time. So it has to be something linking those two together. You created your first workshop maps on a school laptop during study hall. That's awesome. Spend some time with your family, do a lot of school stuff, and some VLs for Q15. Oh, voice lines for Q15. Nice. Yeah, sorry about all the school stuff. It's a bummer to spend a holiday doing school. But it is nice to have the day to catch up, you know what I mean? Do you guys get Easter Monday off from school or from work in your country? Because we get... I got Good Friday off, which was yesterday, because I work in finance and the stock exchange was closed. So I got the day off, which was really nice. Oh, I was like, what am I looking at? I haven't respawned anything yet. Got Friday off. Not at work, nothing. I think I forgot to put the portal there. I'll reload. I was gonna fly over, but then it just looks like I'm cheating. And then I don't remember how I did things. Working on a game similar to Turbo Dismount. Currently the vehicle moves on its own, and the character sprite doesn't react to how fast you're going. Well, that's interesting. Interesting for sure. I forgot the cube. I forgot nothing. You won't do the 1,000 euros. Dude, I still have 31 minutes for 1,000 euros. Besides, if you give me a hint, that doesn't count because your stipulation was I get no hints. But if you're the one spoiling the puzzle, I feel like you should still come through, you know? I won't ask for a hint. Okay, I could drop this. I feel like I could throw it to there, but clearly I wasn't meant to throw it. I drop this here. I leave purple here. I come through. Put green up. How does that help me? You can give me 10 euros. It's 100 times less, but at least something. No. No, it's 1,000 or nothing. It's 1,000 or nothing. Also, I don't expect you to actually give me 1,000 euros. I'm cooked and will be hated by ASDF for lying since I didn't know you were that far into the puzzle. Oh, I'm close to something. I'm missing something, you know? Man's cooked. This feels good though. This feels good. That feels good. We come through. This works. We put this up. Maybe we walk through here. If we put this here. Hold on. The only way to remove that from the button now is to respawn it. Yes? Yes. Because the only way to turn this to a pull is to get that laser receptacle filled. And the only thing that points at that is that laser. Which means we need to remove this from the button in order to remove it from the button. So, you're close to the solution, by the way. I feel like I'm close to like maybe half of it, you know? But I haven't even thought through the second half of the puzzle. And I have a feeling there's a lot more to it because there's some testing elements I haven't interacted with at all. Now, I know that I need to get there and oh, maybe I should jump down with this. If I jump down, then I can put something there and come out there. But maybe I need to do this from the other side. No, because I can't get this cube across with me. Okay, so it has to be from this side. I have to go in here. I'm gonna jump down with it, because that's the only thing I haven't tried and I'm getting stuck. So I do this. Then I move. I would have to move this one. But does this get me into a state that's new? I don't think so. Oh, because I wouldn't have been able to come up here with this cube yet. So I have to move purple. Now I have this set up with the companion cube up there. This cube down there. Trouble is, I still can't get where I need to go. Because I need to respawn the companion cube. Which means I need that cube over there. Maybe this is an elaborate setup. I want the watch your profanity button. Where is it?
Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry.
Is there like a secret hidden laser receptacle up here if I do this? I don't think that was right. You're welcome. I don't need to keep that one though. I could do this. That's interesting. Only respawn. Well, don't give me hints. I don't want hints. I don't even know how to respawn the companion cube at this point. I can't do it right now, so yeah, don't give me any hints, please. Ah, I forgot to put that down. All right, let's imagine that I did that before I jumped off of this thing. Okay, we go through here. Now, okay, let me think about this. I don't necessarily need to take this through yet. Let's say I do this. Then let's say I do this. Now this would be interesting. Oh, can I jump down here now? No, but I can do this. And this? That doesn't help me. I could... Let me try this again. Cheats. But I want you to be done with the test today, so next week you can play more maps instead of this for the whole stream again. Well, okay, so hear me out. I would like to solve this one without any hints. And I'm inclined to say that if you give me hints after me not asking for it, then I definitely won't be playing things that you've recommended for next stream. So if you want to see your recommendations played soon, don't give me hints. Okay, we bring the cube into here. Hint, you can't, it's way too hard. Well, I'll show you. I solved a 6 of 10 with minimal hints. I feel like I can solve a 6 of 10 without hints now. Okay, let's leave this here for now. Let's go through. If we go through here, then we're kind of back to where we started, except this cube is now in here. So, I don't know if this is it. That's not right. I did something wrong. There's so many options, you know what I mean? Maybe we can think through the options without doing them. So let's get back up to here. We know at least we need to do this and this. Technically, we don't need to do this. But if we go down there, then we haven't actually accomplished anything. This gives us something new. So now the question is, there should be a button for I didn't ask for a hint. There should be a button for ban that guy. He gave me a hint when I didn't ask for it. You know what, I could do that. I could have, because I'm running streamer bot, so I could put in some custom code. I'm out of coffee, by the way. It was delicious. Highly recommend Revel. I could have a thing where I could push a button and it'll like ask me for a user. Like I could pick a user and then it would keep track of how many things, how many infractions were committed and the severity, and it would do stacking timeouts. And then eventually they would fall off of the list, you know? Rip, I'll get banned instantly if you enable it. No, you're pretty good about not giving me hints fairly often. You can give me the voice lines for those things if you want. Oh my. I've recorded my own voice lines, but not on purpose. It's just, I'm so sad. Oh, that one's really quiet. I am not a smart man. That's good stuff. I only have a few. I used to play Rocket League. Wasn't that after Squishy's, like, first ever flip reset in a tournament, a professional tournament? You gave me the hint on the map I played last week, but I asked for it. So that's fine. If I ask for a hint, you can give me one. Okay. Okay, we either bring this through, or we use it to move it here. And if we move it here, I feel like we need to respawn the companion cube. Okay, what steps would we need to take in order to respawn the companion cube? We could just chuck this cube over there with great precision. That's not in the spirit of solving the test, though. We could have a vertical thing. You thought I was giving a hint on the ascent. When you didn't even play when I played it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't get back up the lift. Respawning that cube requires this cube to be over there. Can we get over there with this cube? We could put a portal there and go respawn it, but then we've reset our entire puzzle progress. We did all this to get that purple portal there, and we have options now. We can have a portal there, or a portal there. If we have a portal there, we can walk through, but not the cube. That would allow us to put purple back down at the bottom, to have the light bridge up, which would essentially get us to the state we were in before it respawned, except it would be on the button. So it wouldn't enable us to do anything. Because we would need to respawn that to get it to come back. So I don't think having this portal here is an option. So the portal goes there. We can walk through. And it doesn't really do me any good to jump down there because then I need to move purple and the whole point was to get it up there. So we must bring the cube through with us. Cheat out of 10 difficulty? Yeah, no clip makes most tests really easy. Can't use the cube and button in combination with the funnel and the light bridge. Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's good. You forgot about the laser. Use the cube and button in combination with the funnel and light bridge and laser. And then get to the exit. Why didn't I think of that? Okay. The only thing we can do is drop this here. Then come back out. The laser is is also necessary, right? What if we can fire that portal without dropping into that room? Does that change anything for us? It might. Not really, though. It doesn't really do much for us. What else can I do? I can put this on the lift, double stack it with that one. Lose my portal here. That's not great. I swear you're doing something wrong, but I can't prove it since I forgot how the guide did it, kinda. Yeah. That's what I feel like too. I might be missing something. But that logical progression felt really good, and I needed both cubes, and I needed specifically to respawn that cube to get to here. Now this purple one was down there before I started this. So this is where it was. We could have moved that to there. What about this? What can I do from up here? That doesn't help. If we were in this room, in this state, well, okay, so maybe, Fluffy, don't say anything about the puzzle logic, please, until I ask for a hint, because You don't think you're giving me a hint, but you saying like, well, I remember he did something different is telling me that I'm not on the right track, which is a hint. So, please stop. Do I need to have something in a different state to start this piece of the puzzle? No, because I need both cubes and both portals to make this work. So it would have to be done now. I might need to do this again later, which is kind of what I was thinking, right? Where if we recycle the same logic, but this is a pull, it would pull the cube back. Although I don't know how that would help. It would have a short fuse timer there. Maybe I'll think about it backwards from the exit condition. Exit condition is that we have a laser shining up there, which means we need to have a portal there. We need to have a cube there on this second button that we can't see. And we need to have the laser shining at that while we're in this room. And there's a portal there. That would allow us to put a portal there. The laser would hit that, turn off this fizzle field. Then we could stand out here. Man, we would still need to get a portal there. I need to check a sightline. While we're okay, so portal there, cube there. That's currently shining a laser so that we can walk straight out to here. We can see that, so then we put a portal there, and the light bridge snaps us up onto it and we can walk out. Which means we need a cube there. So we have to have a cube there, and we have to have a cube there, while we're standing in this room. Doing everything on my own theory. Yes, I would like to do it myself. I'll ask for a hint. I will be very, very, very clear when I need a hint. Okay, so we need to be in there. Cube there. Cube there. So it doesn't... We don't need to have this cube there. We're gonna have to respawn this cube. Hint, be family friendly to solve this puzzle of profanities. Oh boy. Always be family friendly. Honestly, I don't know when there's a time where anyone ever needs to use profanity. But I'm not family friendly? Well, you're pretty family friendly in this chat. That's all I ask. You don't have to be family friendly in the rest of your life. Just in this chat, be family friendly. Okay, we're gonna have to respawn that eventually. But maybe this helps us get this cube into here. We're gonna need something on this button. Which cube would we need on this button? And what order would we need them in order to do that? We need this laser to be active while we're in that room, so it drops that fizzle field. Which means we need to have a cube there to get into this room. We need to have a cube we don't have to have a cube there to get into the room. We need to have a cube there while we are in this room. And when that cube is dropped from there. So we might have done this logic prematurely, because we're kind of locked into this right now and I'm missing something. So we need to be in there when a cube drops onto that button, which we could accomplish by having a portal here and there or there with this cube in there ready to drop onto the button. When Portal Confinement co-op mod with you? I don't know when I'm gonna do co-op stuff. And I don't know who I'm gonna do co-op stuff with. That's a whole thing. Once we're in there and have a cube on this button, laser goes across, portal there. And portal there. The only way to accomplish something like that would be if we have, let's say, let me think about this for a second. If we have this cube on here, then we cannot respawn it. That's probably not an option. I almost have all the pieces I need. I'm missing a piece. And once I get that piece, it'll fall together nicely. In here, something there. Maybe floating on top of the bridge, which we could set up like this. But now we can't respawn this one, which we need to do to drop that. If we could respawn that right now, that would be ideal. But we're gonna lose the purple portal in there. Let's respawn it. I know that this is kind of like... It's restarting a bunch of stuff. I think I can give hints, and since I have no idea how to solve this puzzle, then it's not really a hint. You can throw some stuff out there if you haven't watched the solution or solved it. Okay, now we have this. Now we don't have that. I think that's an interesting mechanic. That'll respawn. Oh. That'll respawn this cube. So if this were, for example, on a button, I could flash that. We would have a little bit of ghost cube. We could ghost cube that maybe. But then we would need this cube here. You should have a thing to show your chat under your face cam. Yeah, I've thought about it. I could do a combo chat. What if you just went down there with the cube? Would that soft lock you? I don't think I'd get soft locked. I do need both portals to do that though. If I go down in here... then I can get up here with the cube. Now to get out, I have to drop into here, here. Now the cube is up there, but again, I don't have access to that now. But let me put this here maybe. And then for any moment where either your face cam isn't showing or the screen is your face cam, just have the chat window show on the side. Yeah, I don't know. I used to record my stuff and then edit it, and so I removed the chat. Because then when I edited it, I didn't want the chat in there. And my graphics card, I have a 3080. It's not powerful enough to do a source record on just the there's a plugin in OBS called Source Record that allows you to record a specific source. So it would be the screen capture. Portal Dad, think, how would you get to the exit? Yeah, well, okay, if it were me, I would just climb. But I'm not 9,000 pounds heavy like Chell is. You could just put the portal gun down right here and just climb this like a ladder. You could even climb this like a ladder with one hand while holding the portal device. It would not be hard. So that's how I would get to the exit. Making music right now on the gadget for Switch, that's cool. If I stand on this, it'll fizzle that. Respawn it. It's a pull right now. I could, I guess, set this up so that it does this, respawns there, but that doesn't really help me. Valid answer, you gave me hints how to solve puzzles with door open and in the same place as facade. Yeah. I'm further away from a solution. Let me keep working it backwards from where I was. Okay. I'm in there. Let me just no clip around for a sec. I'm in here. And I have a cube. I need to have a cube there, which I have. And I need to have a cube there, which I don't have. How do I get a cube here? If I have a cube in there, and I have a portal there, and I have a portal here. Then I'm in this room. I need to have this laser active, which means I also need to have a cube there. But now I can't get back into this room. So let's say I'm in this room. Ouch. Just slam Chell into a wall real hard. Okay. I'm in this room. I just got both of those. Drop that. Put that here. Then I need to have a thing on that button. But I needed to have a thing on that button to get that open. And this button to get this fizzle field done. So I no longer need that. Drops that. Once I'm in here, once I get this, I don't need this anymore. So let's say I'm in here. I have that there. I could respawn this one. Put it on here. walk across, go up the stairs, then put a portal down there. And I would walk to the exit. So I have to have this one on there. And I would need to get this one onto there. Could I just do that from the start? Could I just have both of them there from the start? Let me think about it. Where's the third cube? Seriously, this would be way easier with a third cube. What was that? Did you guys see that? It was like a crosshair in the portal. Shepard's after me. Okay. Let me restart the whole puzzle. No, it's just one cube and a companion. That's the hard part. Okay. You almost spoiled something, so you deleted the message. This one... Oh, I'm gonna get both of them. Well, I didn't see it, so that's good. This one's on here. This one's on here. Now, I can't get in this room. So if I were to have this and this, it had to be that way, right? Because this one eventually respawns, gets put there, and then I walk out. I can't respawn the other one, so this one has to be the one that goes there. However, that being said, I might be able to cube swap them later. If, for example, this one is like this. No, don't spoil the ending. Let's say this one's here. That allows me to do this. If we have this set up, then I need to get fizzled from in here. But I don't think there's anywhere that I can do that. Man. I could die. Wish I could just dip my portal device in there, you know? No, don't spoil the ending of anything. I could drop down, but that doesn't really help me. I wish Chell could just take the device and go whomp, fire a portal there. The surprise is that this is actually the easy chamber, and then there's an even harder one after I go through that door. That would be crazy. This does that. So I can't even drop that from here. I could... So that's not the answer either. If I were to respawn this guy somehow, I could, let's see, I could drop it. Is there a way to respawn this guy from over here? Like do something, then run through? I don't think so. But I would have to do something like that. Alternatively, have a timer set up for this so that I can do something, then run through. I think you forgot the warning GLaDOS said in Portal 1. Don't submerge it in water. Yeah. That would be crazy, this same puzzle with 1 cube. My hands smell like cleaner. I've washed them several times since using cleaner. They just smell like chemicals. Not a fan. Okay. This isn't the right solution. I think having that over the thing is not the right solution. However, this changes the game. Is looking at a guide cheating? Yeah, if I looked up a guide, I wouldn't be solving the solution. I would be following a guide. I want to solve it, not do the steps to exit the chamber. I want to make my own guide. Okay, this is similar, but different. If I raise this bridge, will the light bridge break now? The bridge also stops the laser. Whoa, that changes everything. Okay, now. Ho ho. Where was I before? This is insane. I didn't even think about the light bridge being broken by that. Alright, I'm gonna restart the... Oh, I can't restart the chamber. I'm going to... Here, we'll do this. I don't even know how I got there. Alright. Boom. We have reset the chamber state. Now, what did I have before? I had this one sitting up there, which means I need this portal and that portal with this one on the light bridge thing. Which means I like the solution that I had originally. I just need to figure out how to respawn the pink cube after getting that set up. Because then I'm pretty close to the solution. Is there a way to just go through and put this portal down with the cube with this one and this one? Maybe. Maybe. Let me think about it. I may need to go in here. Do this. No. So I need to have what I had set up to get something in there. Then I just need to figure out how to get across the thing so that I can respawn the companion cube for the end state. This is all to just get the companion cube in there and on a light bridge. And then I'm done with the chamber. So how do I get the companion cube in there on a light bridge? This has to be part of it because that allows us to get the portal in here. Probably have to do this. Okay. Now... I can safely respawn that now. I probably need the laser active, but I need to respawn that somehow by keeping this portal in there. So I can go through with this maybe. How can I keep purple in there? It's the next day, you're not a liar anymore. How do I get that cube over there without just chucking it? And without firing a portal there and there? I could get it in here. I could walk it through. I mean, okay. I could walk this one through there and put it up there, but then I lose my portal. I could fizzle it, but that doesn't really help me. I could put it in here, then go out here, put the portal there, but that doesn't help me get there, unless I can ride that again. But once I ride that, this is respawned by necessity, which allows me to get in there. Maybe I need to do it again? What, would it help me to do it again? Maybe. So there's something between this state and having both cubes in there. I need a combination of getting that portal set up and getting that cube on it, which means I need to respawn that cube. Is there any way to have done this with the opposite cubes? Like if I have this and that, and I'm standing here. I need something to go there. Could it be this one? If I had this up there, and the companion cube on the light bridge. Let me try that. Let me just see what happens if I swap them. I think the companion cube can't be respawned without resetting the chamber. I'm not so sure. I think there's a way to do it. We just haven't figured it out yet. Let's say we're here. I'm gonna just do a reset. Okay, this is, we just entered, we got both cubes. We have this and this. Let's go back, let's put this here, put this up here. Then we need to have a portal there and there. Then I need this to be there. I could have this respawn itself once that drops. That doesn't feel right. Can I have this here? I could run with the companion cube on this. That might be the right timing too. I don't know why I felt like I had to push the button. I'm pretty sure that if I run with this, it's the same timing as pushing that and waiting for it to respawn. It's tight timing though. Let me save this state. No, that's not right. Okay. How do I get to there from here? It can't just be run better, right? Let me try one more time. Yeah, I'm not fast enough for that. So how do I nudge this cube? I can move a portal. If I move purple to there, that goes... If I move green to there... Yeah. Yeah, that does it, right? Now I've swapped them. Now I can respawn this cube. And I think... we may have solved it? Maybe not. I don't want to celebrate too soon. We're pretty close to it though if we didn't solve it just now. Save just in case. Yeah, okay. You're right. I'm probably gonna press the wrong button or something. Man, that's what I was missing. Just moving a portal to drop the bridge so we could swap the cubes. Then this gives us that. Then we need to step off of it to get that. On it? Oh. Wait, you're right. I needed to go over. There's some fine details in here, but I'm pretty sure we've got everything that we need to solve it now. Okay, so I saved here. Purple goes here. Then I go through, break the bridge. I think I need to be on that when I do this. Oh, not long enough. Okay. That's fine. I need to be on it here. Then I can get out and back in. Now... I'm missing something. I needed to have this in there. How do I get this in there? It's pretty close. It's not quite there yet. I needed to have that. I need to drop the light bridge now. I think I can do it by putting green here. Oh. Here. Put green here. Then I can go through... If I block the laser now? Pull back, actually. Hold up. Which cube is that? I can respawn that cube. But I can't respawn the companion cube. But I might need to respawn the companion cube. Okay. Oh, there's still a lot of details we haven't solved yet. Okay, what was I doing before though? Had green there. Ended up putting purple here. Then I go through. What did I do? Oh yeah, use this to break the beam. Purple's in here. If I'm in this a bit more, I can beat it today. Yeah, I feel like I'm really close to a solution. I think I'll stay on. I can respawn this cube if I want. Do I want to? I don't think I want to. I think I want to bring it over here. I may need to respawn the companion cube now, because I already have that up there. How do I get from there into here? I would need to be in there. I would need to ride the lift, which I can do if this portal is up. I might need to move purple to accomplish this. But I would need to go through green here. Teal. My color's teal, I could say teal. Now I'm in here. Now I could raise the lift. The second that hits the button, it's locked in. Wait, no, don't check the guide. I don't want to hear you saying whether I'm close or not. Those are hints too. Stop giving me hints. This is your last warning. Don't say whether I'm close to the end. Don't, like, if you have watched the solution or solved it before, you don't get to say anything about the puzzle. And saying that I'm close to the end is saying something about the puzzle. Thanks, Conclan. I already know that I'm close to it because I've figured out how all the elements work together. I just need to find a couple more details. Okay, let's raise this all the way up. It's already, let's see, it's already in there. So if we now raise this up, it'll go through to blue. I've already saved. Let me just try it, see what happens. We blocked the laser completely. Now, that's blocked. I could respawn that cube. Doesn't really help me though. Man. What did I need to do before? I had this worked out. I forgot what state I need to be in. You've done 5 minutes of the... That's... Just stop. Stop. Stop saying anything. Anytime you have a thought that says, I'm gonna say something, ask yourself this question. Does it have anything to do with this puzzle? And if the answer is yes, don't say it. It is very easy. It's very easy to not spoil the puzzle. Talk about something you're interested in other than this puzzle. I've completely forgotten where I was. I'm gonna start over. Okay. I'm gonna move some cubes around. I need a no clip for a bit. I need to see where I was. I had this. Eventually, I had this. With that. Once I have purple. But I can only think of stuff that's the puzzle that I'm doing always, so I can't chat anymore. Yeah, you can yap about random stuff, so long as the random stuff doesn't have anything to do with the puzzle that I'm trying to solve. Troll hints are fine. Anything about the puzzle is not fine. Because troll hints have nothing to do with the puzzle. I had both cubes in there. Set this up. Then I can come out through here. This requires me to have that and that. Respawn this. Put it here. Walk across. Hint, you can now play as Luigi. That's crazy. Then do this. Okay. Both cubes were in there. And do I need to have certain portals? That portal is active. What if it's not? What if I have this? Okay, so I would have to have done that from in here. I would have to have a portal to that chamber and this chamber. before that's up. This is why I get so stuck, man. Okay, when I drop that, there's one piece. Now, have this. Have this. I need to get on that lift. So do I need to abandon this? One Piece reference. There should be a stream where you play people's recommended maps one day. Like we do most of the time. Those are almost all of my streams. That's crazy. Did you realize the door yellow pattern makes an F? And I think, oh yeah, that's cool. You think it stands for facade? That's really neat, I like that. I did not realize that. That's fine because it's related to the chamber and not the puzzle. The cubes are brains, so I can take ASDF to use your brain way to literally. I don't understand. Okay. I need to get this up there. But I don't know if I need to get it up there yet. Now I could put this on there. That would be interesting. Because if I put this on there, then I can walk out. I would lose my purple portal for now, but it'd be really easy to get it back. I could respawn this now and put it in there, potentially, right? Lose my purple portal though, which is unfortunate. Just trying to think for a minute though. Oh. But I need my purple portal. Hint, you do not need to watch a video on the invention of shoeboxes to complete this chamber. Well, I already watched the video on the invention of shoeboxes in preparation for this. Warning, 100% real hint. Unplug the PC to solve the puzzle and close Portal 2 in the process. I have a... This is going to be very dangerous because the stream might just end. I have a button. This is the end the stream button. And it does that by shutting down my whole computer wirelessly. This is my instantly nuke anything that is running and shut down my computer button. And I actually quite enjoy it because I don't like Windows updates. And after a certain point, Windows forces you to install the updates. So this actually pairs to a wireless thing that I have in my computer. So pressing this is the same as holding down the power button on my computer. Because my computer's way over there. So I didn't like having to stand up and walk over and push the button and then come back and do this. So I got a wireless power connector. But the nice thing is that it actually just shuts down everything. Doesn't matter what's running. It doesn't matter if Windows thinks that it needs to update. No, none of that. None of that. It just does the thing. It's great. Okay. Both cubes are in the room. I need to link this portal with that surface. Maybe? Yeah, I could go disable Windows Update. I don't really want to disable it. I want to know when I have updates. I just don't want it to force it to install so that I can pick and choose what I want. So, yeah. I'm killing my PC. I'm corrupting files. Yeah, but like, not really. It's fine. It's fine. Besides, modern computers are kind of they're designed to handle power outage, you know what I mean? As long as I'm not currently writing to files that I know that I'm writing to, like active processes, then it's fine. I don't need it. Okay, I feel like I'm stuck, and now I'm not even thinking about the puzzle. I've thought about it too much, and then I've had too many breaks, so I might need to pick this back up next week. Let me think one more time. I need to get both in there. I can use this to block the beam. I can get this up in there, I believe. So what I need to do is probably get that cube up into the beam first. I need to get this into that beam, onto that button from here. How do I accomplish that? I accomplished that by respawning the companion cube. Shuts the laser down. Turns that to a push. But I need that cube to be able to respawn the companion cube. So I need this to go over with me, which I can do by doing this. Now I can come through here. I can respawn... Oh. I can respawn the companion cube by doing this. I knew this was one high for some reason. It looked like there was a cube jump involved. I can do this, respawn the companion cube. That'll drop that laser. I still have purple up there. I can't use it for anything. But then I'll have both cubes on this side. I also need to... Well, let's just do this. That's back to a push. I can... Oh, but I need this to be over there. How do I get back over now without losing the purple portal? I do this. I can respawn this one. Does that help me? I'm just goofing off now. Oh, I need to go over there to respawn this. I would need to have something on that button. The only way to do that would be to have purple, green on that side after I respawn the companion cube. Let me think about this for a second. Go back. Companion cube's down there on that. Gives me access to this. I can walk through. I can get this guy to come with me. I can still go through. Then I can put green here. I can still go through. Use the second brain cell I gave you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that brain cell. Then I need to be over there with... Oh, now I'm locked in. Maybe I abandon purple currently, because I can get it back from that side. I can stand on the button over here. I could respawn the cube on this side. I have no portals right now, but I feel good. Yeah, I gotta end soon. As soon as I said that, he gets trapped. True. True, true, true. This can respawn that. But then I'm completely hosed. So that's not quite it. I can't abandon the portals. I need to have purple in there as my, like, anchor. So how do I get... How do I get this? How do I respawn the companion cube? I might not respawn it, because I could just move it, so long as I could get a portal in there. To get a portal in there, I need to have a cube touching that as a push, which means I need to put that on the pedestal, turn it to a blue and push it, and then I need to somehow, this is the tricky part, I need to somehow be on there when that comes through. I could, and I need to not move purple this whole time. Let me think about that. Let your brains get a break because they're screaming. Yeah, I just feel like I'm so close to something. Are there people who figure this out in like 10 minutes? They just walk in and look at all the elements and they're like, ah, yes, I've discovered how to do this step by step, and then they just do it. Is there anyone in the Portal community that can solve FUSSAWD in 10 minutes having not seen it before? Would love to have a stream with them. Teach me your ways. Where can I... Let's see. If this does the whole thing, I can only start it from, like, here. I would have to do probably a speedrunner. Yeah, that's true. Speedrunner brains are, like, wrinkly. Mine's pretty smooth. Does it have anything to do with this light bridge? Probably not. Now if I block the laser, that'll raise. That drops. That allows me to get out, sort of, but not really. That raises, and I'm stuck here. Someone took 2 hours on this? Sheesh. I need to catch up. You know what? Sometimes I wonder if I were to approach a test like this and not take time to chat, because let's be real. If I have to tell somebody not to give me a hint, it's not just me taking 15 seconds to say no hints, please. It's me taking 15 seconds to interact in a positive way that also informs you not to give me hints. And because I had to think of how to phrase that well and not be rude, because I don't want to be rude, I have forgotten what I was working on. And then I get back to the test, and then I have no idea. Like just now, it just happened. I have no idea what I was doing. And it like makes it really hard to think things through. So sometimes I wonder if this would go a lot faster if I recorded these and then posted them as regular videos. But I don't really enjoy that as much. I enjoy the live interaction. Like, I'm here to play games with friends. I'm not here to play games and look smart. If I was concerned about looking smart, I wouldn't be playing Portal 2 maps, to be honest. It's not my jam. I would be programming something, because everyone looks at a programmer and goes, wow, I wish I could do that. And then you could sign up for Claude for free and become a programmer. Sort of. Alright, I gotta leave this. It was fun though. I didn't think we'd get this far, to be honest. I think we're like probably 95% of the way to the solution, and we need a couple of steps. So yeah, teach you programming. Claude doesn't make you a programmer. Claude makes you a prompter, and Claude writes things for you. But I would say that if you are not doing programming, like if you are not coding, you're not a coder. But if you use Claude enough to develop code, you could actually learn how to code via Claude. I just think if you're using AI and you don't know what the AI is doing, that you're not doing that thing. You're prompting an AI. And you could probably do a great job at it. Like I think using AI is a skill, just like being able to write code, right? They're both skills, and I think they work well together. I think you would be very hard pressed to develop something robust if you only knew how to prompt AI and knew nothing about coding. And I think you'd be hard pressed to write something robust if you don't use any sort of AI these days, because even like Google search is running AI. Like I think if you have some sort of combination of those skills, it works well. Anyways, I gotta go, man. My brain's fried. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed working through this. So we'll pick it back up next stream. Check out Summer Mod Jam. I really think if you have any modding experience, if you consider yourself intermediate or above, check it out. Consider applying. There's a lot of applicants so far, and I think it'll be a blast. It's getting the whole community together. It'll be a great time. So with that, see you guys next week. I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, whatever it is. And yeah, see you next time.